going on, everybody? Welcome to Lump Vision. I go by the names Lump, D-Lump, or LV. It doesn't matter which one you want to call me. I'll respond to any of them. Before I get started, I'd like to give a big shout out to all of my subscribers, old and new, and everybody who comes by. And everybody who comes by and watches my channel. Oh man, I was doing so good, man. No squeaky voice, it was rolling through. But anyway, today's video, I want to talk about co-washing. A little bit here, a little bit there about why I no longer do it, but I still recommend it. And I want to throw a couple other YouTubers in here. I'm not going to use names. I don't want to name drop, even though I have done it before. I try not to, but it's kind of like I would say it's sort of like a hot topic at this moment. Two rather large YouTube channels, YouTubers have had have given their opinions on co-washing. And before I even go into that, right away, I just want to talk about something that my guy B-Dot, I would say around the pandemic, around 2020, so I would say probably close to 3 years now, that my guy B-Dot, I don't know if he actually used the hashtag all the time, but he started saying, know your beard, know your beard, know your beard, as in, know your beard, know what you need, know what you don't need, and all that other good stuff, and don't rely on other people to tell you what you need for your beard. And another awesome, I did just name drop, didn't I? Anyway, another awesome YouTuber named Beard Samson. Beard Samson completely changed the way I looked at growing a beard. Just do me a favor. I'm not going to go too much into that. I just want you to check out Beard Samson. He doesn't really get on YouTube much anymore, but check out Beard Samson and see what he was using to maintain his beard. Okay, and that's gonna like blow your mind based off of all this stuff that's been out here for the marketing and all that stuff. Beard this, beard that, beard. Just check out Beard Samson. So anyway, since I'm throwing out names, which I didn't want to throw them out, but anyway, maybe about 4 months ago, Dan C. Bearded did a video about why he doesn't recommend co-washing. I watched the video, thought it was very informative. To me, how I view things, if it doesn't work for him and he gives his reason why, and based off his recommendation on why you shouldn't use it, I don't think he's wrong. Based off of how my mindset comes when it comes to growing a beard, maintaining your beard. He's not wrong based off his perspective. What works for him, works for him. Whatever research he did, whatever research he found, shows that it's probably not a good idea. So Scuba, BeardTube, one of the largest beard channels out there, he might be the biggest one. I'm not exactly sure. I know he's sitting probably like 230,000 subscribers, so I know he's pretty big. When it comes to the beard stuff, he disagreed. He said that he disagreed and he still co-washes. So this video might be a little long because co-washing is probably one of the most confusing subjects when it comes to beard products. You know, when you read about beard oil, pretty much every article is going to tell you that beard oil is for your skin, and it has carrier oils and essential oils that do this, and this, all in the health of your beard. We all know what washes are for. Washes to cleanse your skin, will cleanse your hair of any dirt and grime, yada, yada, yada. The conditioner is to basically replenish, smooth everything down, and whatever. Now, marketing. And I'm going to get into why I don't use it in a second, but still recommend it. Now, marketing is always a big thing. There's a market in this beard game. There's a market in anything. And the objective is to sell product. And sometimes the way it's marketed can make you think that you need it. But it could be the same or close to something else. And this is where it gets confusing. I've read multiple articles on co-washing. There's been articles where I've seen ingredients list of what's different from a co-wash and what's different from a conditioner. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not a scientist. I don't know what any of this crap is. You can give me a different ingredient list with all these names that I don't know how to pronounce. But once you start getting into that kind of back and forth with that kind of stuff, I just either use it or I don't. Either it's effective or it's not effective. I don't care what it says on the label. If you co-wash with just a conditioner, you are, if you ask me, you're still co-washing. You are skipping actually using a wash to try not to strip your beard of its natural oils and all that stuff and still get a slight cleanse. Essentially, that's what the idea when it comes to co-washing. That's the idea, to lightly wash your beard without stripping any oils and stuff like that. Of course, with anything, there's always the flip side, to where if you do something, it may be too much, it may not be, but you can develop certain things. Say you co-wash, and then you add oil, and then you add butter, and then you add balm or something, then something like product buildup and clogging pores, all that stuff can come up, that can arise. I've heard of it happening. I don't hear much of it happening, but I have heard it happen. So if you happen to be one of those people and you decide not to use a co-wash anymore because you see some type of product buildup, it makes sense not to use co-wash, or your beard feels different, or whatever the case is. Conditioning and, co-washing, I've heard terms used as like second hair, like your second day hair. If you've ever, and I know I'm kind of like back and forth because there's really a lot going in my head right now, I'm trying to get it all into this video. If you've ever had cornrows, or mainly twists, so like if your hair was locked, I had locks before, when you first get your hair retwisted at the root, sometimes it can get a little too tight, not as it hurts, but it twists and it kind of forms like a small knot, and it's only because it's like an over rotation of the twist. And after a few days, maybe 2-3 days, that twist starts to kind of like unravel, and your hair lays the way it's intended to lay. It looks a lot better after the 2 or 3 days after you get your hair retwisted. So that is kind of how a co-wash, the act of co-washing, kind of what it's supposed to do, to give you that second, third day hair feel. Now, I can see how somebody can say, hey, I don't like that, because over time, you could start losing volume in your beard or your hair or whatever the case is, because you're doing it 5-6 days a week. You're always in that second, third day hair state. So I can see, because it relaxes, right? It relaxes just a little bit, and I can see how that can take away some volume, right? But on the flip side, if you're somebody who works out a lot, if you're somebody who is in a dirty environment, or whatever the case, you have a fear of possibly stripping your beard by washing, using a actual wash to get out all the dirt and grime. If you're afraid of doing that every day or 4 days or 5 days a week, a co-wash would definitely benefit you. If your hair is thick and curly, mine is a little bit on the looser curl side, but if your hair is thick and curly, or you have curls in your beard or your hair, I think co-washing benefits for you, because it helps kind of relax the hair. Now, me, when I did do it, I did try to do it 5-6 days a week, just like George Bruno suggested. He was the first person that I heard talk about co-washing. Man, I want to say about 4 years ago. He was the first person I heard talk about it, and then it just blew up. It was always in the natural hair, not always, but it's been the natural hair community for a long time. And I hate using those like community words or whatever, but women with naturally curly hair, co-washing has been in their regimen for a while. So a lot of stuff the women were doing came over to the beards. I've said that before, but this co-washing thing didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It's been with the head hair for a long time before it came over to the beards. So I definitely think there are some benefits to co-washing, and there's benefits to not co-washing. Now for me, I stopped because, if you heard me say it, I've said it multiple times, things are getting too complicated. These routines and things for me personally, and that's why I said it, they've taken too damn long. Because at one point I was doing a leave-in conditioner. Then I would throw in my oil and a butter, or oil and a balm. Then I was co-washing 5-6 days a week, and it's just like, and then combing and then brush. I'm like, man, this is just too much to not have something just completely change my beard. Like, did it help? Yeah, it helped, but I was happy with my beard before I started co-washing and leave-in conditioners and all that stuff. I was happy with it. I was just trying to get better and better and better and better, and it was just no reason to do that, because my beard, the way it felt, as opposed to all the work I was doing, there was no reason for me to continue to do all that stuff. I was also spending extra money. Why keep spending money when I don't have to? I don't need something that says co-wash on the bottle when I can actually just use a conditioner to, if I wanted to, just co-wash 4 or 5, 6 days, 4 or 5, whatever, 6 days a week. I was just like, this is too much. So pretty much all I do now is I wash and I condition 1 time a week. If I were in an environment where I thought I needed to do something more, I probably would use a co-wash. And that's, because there's a lot of validity to not using a wash, especially the washes I use. I use washes that I would consider to be clarifying washes. Detroit Grooming is an actual wash, beard wash on the bottle that does a really good job clarifying my beard. Raw SHB, they no longer make a wash, but that does a very good job of clarifying my beard. So what I currently use is raw African black soap from Nature Boy. That's what I use to wash my beard, and that can be, I like the harshness of that wash. Well, it's not really a wash, it's soap. You can use it anywhere. Just if you wanted to take a shower and use it, you could. I like that because I know that I'm getting all of that stuff that I've been putting in my beard from Monday to Saturdays, probably Monday to Sunday, because I wake up, I'm gonna do my routine. I like getting all that stuff out of my beard, and then following up with a good conditioner and good products afterwards, because it does, I'm stripping all the oils out, and I can feel it. It's like squeaky clean. If you've ever used Zest or Irish Spring, you get that squeaky feeling on your skin. I could be wrong, but that's the indicator that you stripped everything out and you're just dry. So yeah, just to kind of recap, I don't think either one of them are wrong. I think they have very valid points on why you should or should not co-wash. Very valid points. But once again, I still do recommend it. I don't think that you should kick it to the curb because one of your favorite YouTubers said to kick it to the curb, and I don't think you should continue to do it because one of your favorite YouTubers said you should continue to do it. I think you should not do it if it's hurting your beard or you're just spending money for no reason. Like me, I just felt like I was spending money for no reason. And you should do it if it's actually helping to make your beard feel better and more manageable, and you're just overall happier with your beard. Because at the end of the day, know your beard, do what you think you need to do for your beard. Get the information, take it into consideration, maybe use the information or don't use it. But either way, do it for yourself and figure it out for yourself. And then you can know whose side you're on, which is really no sides, but I'm just saying, you can see whether you need to continue to do something or not. So, yeah, that's it, man. It's, like I said, it's a very complicated, to me anyway, it's a very complicated topic, and it just, I don't know, man, it can just get out of hand with all this information, and that's why I say it again, I'm trying to keep things simple, and I think that's working for me. So that's it. Didn't intend for this video to be so long, but it is. So there it is. My day's over, work day anyway, still got some stuff to do at the crib, being a family man, but that's it, man. So once again, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Have a good day. Later.